told you was an Israelite, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Because I don't want to just tell you something and then like not prove it, right? You can't believe it, right? You believe in the Bible? It's like this. Sure? All right. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna prove. Oh, you said in the Bible or it's wishy-washy because I don't read the Bible. Well, so you trying to say? I never read the Bible. So you trying to say you don't want to say you believe in something you ain't never read? Basically. Okay. But I do believe in the Lord and Savior. Okay. Well, that's actually wise though. Because you said you kept it 100 though. You said, look, I ain't never read it, so I can't necessarily say I believe it. That's wise though, bro. But you should read it. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is heritage. All right. According to the Bible, this is our heritage. All throughout time, they teach us that the Bible is about so-called white people. Right, real quick, give me Psalm Solomon chapter 5 verse 7. I'm chapter 1 verse 5. Right, I'm gonna show you something out of it. It's the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. Bring it out. I am black, but comely. Hey, this is King Solomon. This is in the Bible. Right? He was a king. Right? He said what? I am black, but comely. That word comely means handsome or beautiful. So he said, look, hey, I'm a handsome black man. That sound like this, man. Right? But all throughout the scriptures, they try to promote this man. A so-called white people. That's why our people don't identify with the Bible.
That's right.
A lot of our people, they get turned off from it. They like, man, that's a white man. Right? But all throughout the Bible, these people that's in the Bible, just like us. No. I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar. Right, the tents of Kedar are real dark. Right, as the curtains of Solomon. I just want to make sure we finish the verses real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Bring it out. Judah mourneth. Right, now that word Judah, now you ever heard of the word Jew? Right, like Jewish or Jew. That word Jew literally comes from the word Judah. Right? Now I'm gonna ask you a quick question. What's your father? His nationality? Yeah. I don't know my father. You don't know? Okay, well, you know your grandfather? Yeah.
I got a minute for the Bible. You got a minute for the Bible?
Right, so there's people going to slavery on.
You got a minute for the Bible?
Basically, like that's
so you got a minute for the Bible?
So he would be a so-called African American. What's going on, King? What's going on with you? Smooth. You got your, you here to stay? I come back down. Okay, fine. Then you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? So you're really a Jew. Not the people that's over there in that land of Israel right now.
That's right.
They the fake Jews. And it actually tell you that in the Bible. We're going to bring that out too. Right? Everything that we're going to say up here, we're going to prove with the Bible. Sorry. Right? Because we can't, if we speak at our own words, we know different from these pastors. Right? Bring this up. And the gates thereof, language. Right? We don't have no leaders. So it said Judah mourneth, meaning the Jews, right, are people who living in the slums and the ghettos, getting shot down in the streets, right? It said Judah mourneth because we in mourning, man. And it said the gates thereof, language, meaning we don't have any leaders, we don't. They are black. They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Unto what?
Unto the ground.
Unto the ground. The deeper you dig in the dirt, the darker it gets. Right? It just told you plain upon tables that the real Jews are so-called black. Right? But everybody want to say, oh, that's a white man. But they ain't never read it. Right? Bring that out. In the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30. Bring it out. My skin is black upon me. He said, my skin is black upon me. You know? And my bones are burned with heat. Right? So Job, right? Job was a so-called black man, right? Just like me and you. Right? Yet again, what people always let us say, man, that's a white man. Brother, you're not reading.
Right.
Because that clearly is not a white man. Right? Job was a so-called black man. King Solomon was a so-called black man. Right? Hey, the Lord and Savior who you said you believed in is not a so-called white man. Is this Jesus? Is that Jesus?
That's what the image of is.
Right, that's what the image that they promote. Right, that's what they promote. Job 9:24. Heard this out. This is the book of Revelation.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty.
Right, so the Lord said he know where we going through basically. Right. He know our works in tribulation and poverty. Right, we the ones that's living in poverty. Right, you know?
But thou art rich. But thou art rich.
He said, but thou art rich. Right? Why we rich? We not rich with money. It don't got nothing to do with money. We rich in the spirit because of who we are. God. Right? As a people.
That's
right. You know?
And I know the blasphemy.
He said, I know what?
The blasphemy.
It's blasphemy. Because according to the Bible, that's not what the Messiah looks like. Right? You know?
Of them which say they are Jews.
Right? Who say they Jews? Right? The so-called white man. That's right. That's over there in that land. They call they don't even call themselves Jews. They call themselves Jewish. Right? Ish. Exactly. If I say my jeans are blue-ish, does that mean they blue or they kind of blue? I can use kind to be a Jew. That don't make sense. Right? You know?
And are not.
What the Lord said?
And are not.
The Lord said, and are not. That's right. Right? Read it from the top all the way through.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. But thou art rich.
Rich in the spirit.
That's right.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
And are what?
And are not.
He said, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. They liars. They imposters. That's right. Right? We just brought out 3 scriptures real quick proving to you that the people in the Bible are so-called black. People of color. Right? How come they set up these images? Go on your phone right now and type in the apostles, they all gonna be so-called white men. That's right. If you type in Jesus Christ, a white man gonna pop up. That's right. Right? You got John 9:24. All right, come on. Bring that out.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Who rule the earth? Who rules the earth? What nation of people rule the earth?
I can't say the earth is all around, so we don't know who really.
What man run this whole country?
This country? I can't even say who run that.
You don't know who run the country, brother. Who government is
You
this?
talking about the president?
Talking about what race of
What
people.
nation of people, period.
Oh, nation? What you trying to say? Right?
It's
Right.
not what I'm about. I just asked you a question.
Yeah, I can say.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, the so-called white man run the world.
That's right.
Right? What's the #1 language in the earth right now? English. Why? Right. Because they conquer everything, right? And push what? Their philosophies and doctrines. Why do you have damn churches with this image? Why do you have churches with this image all over? Right? In damn Saudi Arabia. In India. Why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Right? Which is the so-called white man. Every single thing you looking at right now, he own it. Right? We own it, brother. He own it. Right? When you go and buy food, drink, water, clothes, who are you fueling your economy or are you fueling their economy? Their economy. Hey, we don't got our own economy. Right? What military force police the entire earth? You can't even shoot a missile off unless they give you the okay. That's right. That's a fact. Right? So the so-called white man, right, runs the earth. Read that from the top again all the way through.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So-called white man, read on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
What?
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covers the faces of the judges thereof. That's a fact. Right? And I'm a proof. Bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation.
So finish that verse.
If not, where and who is he?
Hey, God said, look, if the so-called white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, then where, who, and who is he? Put me in a direction. Right? The Lord got a sense of humor, man. That's right. He said, if not where, then who is he? Right? Now read that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps.
Now, this is a revelation of Jesus Christ. This is the depiction, right? A description of what, right?
with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle on, right? You know?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Right? It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Like the elder you see over here. Right? He got gray hairs. Right? For wisdom. Right? The Lord had hair that's white, you know?
As white as snow.
As white as snow. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Right? Read that part again. So like, white like wool.
His hairs were white like wool.
Right? What people have woolly hair? On the earth. Right? We do. Right? You got woolly hair. I got woolly hair. Everybody over here got woolly hair. Right? Our people. Right? So, why does the picture they give us, he got stringy dog hair? Right? You know?
As white as snow.
And then his hair was white, man. You know?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
He had red eyes. Right? You know?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
He said in his feet, if you took your shoes off and your socks, your feet gonna be the same color as the rest of your body, right? He said his feet like unto fine brass. You know what color brass is? That's right. That's right. So he was of a complexion of you, brother.
That's right.
Right? Let's see how dark he was, you know?
As if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, what's gonna happen to you? It's gonna get dark. Right. Right. It's gonna get darker, man. Right? They shove in our faces, man, in these churches, right? It's a false image according to the Bible, not according to me. Right? I didn't say none of my, all we did was pull out precepts and showed you precepts. We showed you men being, calling themselves what? As they skin color. Right? Even a depiction of Jesus Christ. Right? So is this a white man's book? Nah. Right? Hey, it don't seem so far. You ain't read it. Right? But so far, hey, it don't seem like no white book to me. Feel me? Right? That's because this is our heritage, brother. You got precept? That's great. Read up.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
But wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age.
That's right. That's why his hair was white as snow. Pure white. Why? Because the wisdom that he did. Right? Now give me, if you go over the curses now, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Now I'm going to prove to you I'm going to prove to you why we Israelites. Right? Because I said I was going to do that earlier, and I'm still going to do it. I just wanted to show you that this is the heritage. This is talking about us.
Right.
Right, exactly. This is about our people. This is our ancestors. Right?
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
You don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. What?
to observe, to do all his commandments
All his commandments.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses
All these curses. All these curses. You know?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Overtake you. Right? You know?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Right? What people cursed in the city, brother?
Repeat that.
I said what people cursed in the cities?
Cursed in the city.
Yeah, what people living in the slums on Section 8, right? Food stamps, killing each other over a street that ain't theirs. Right? What people is that happening to?
All black people.
Right.
Right.
Is a so-called white man, right, beefing, or is he cursed in the slums, man? Right? Is he overpopulating the jail cells, or is he the one that's putting us in there?
All that.
That's right. Right, you know?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
It said, cursed shall I be in the field. What people was cursed in the field?
Exactly.
That's right. Right? Somebody, give me, jump to 29:1. Right? Because I'm going to show you who Moses is speaking to first. That's important too.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right? So he's speaking to the children of Israel right now in the wilderness. Right? That's the audience. It's not the whole world. Right? It's the children of Israel.
That's right.
And he just told them, look, he's speaking to them curses. that was going to come upon them, right? If they didn't hearken to the Most High God, right? And you tell me if we can identify with these curses or not. You tell me if you identify with them, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46.
Bring it out!
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Right, and upon thy seed forever. Meaning what? Meaning, look, we gonna be able to identify with these curses no matter if they was written over 3,000 years ago or not. That's right. Right? He said it shall be upon thy seed forever. Meaning how? I mean, meaning what? We gonna understand that. We gonna be able to read this and say, damn, it sound like what? That's right. All right. It don't sound like a white man. It sound like this. Right? How you know you at McDonald's like all this thing? Because of what? How do you know that you at the restaurant McDonald's? They got a sign. That's the same thing the word says. It said that shall come upon you for a sign and a wonder. Right?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God,
Because we serve not the Lord our God,
with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
right? That's why what? Now, work for the so-called white guy. Right? And it's called what it is. Work for the so-called white guy. Right? Right? You know?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst,
And in thirst.
and in nakedness,
And in nakedness.
and in want of all things.
Every single thing that you want in this world, guess what? You gotta get it from the so-called white man. If you want a birth certificate, you gotta get it from the so-called white man. If you want a death certificate, you gotta get it from the so-called white man. Right? And everything, clothes, you gotta get it from the so-called white man. Macy's, City Trends, damn Max 10 or whatever it's called. Right? TJ Maxx, I mean. Right? They own those stores. We don't own those stores. Right? Even if we got our brothers that do own their little stores, they search stores or whatever, guess what? They still get the product from the so-called white man. They still gotta pay them just to get the stuff. And exactly. And they still gotta what? They still gotta pay property taxes. So do they really own it? Nah. Right? You know?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right? You shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed us. Right? How is he gonna destroy us? Not physically. We still in slavery, brother.
That's right.
Because we don't got chains on us don't mean we're not in slavery. Right? We walking around calling ourselves black, right? African American, right? Moorish American. All these man-made terms that the so-called white man gave to us. Right? We walking around boosting their economy. Right? You know, and we think life is good. We think we straight. Right? We get a little stimulus check, you feel me? And we doing our thing. You feel me? You go shopping one day, you feel me? Stash out on some clothes, you like shit. I'm cool, I ain't in captivity. What you mean? Nah, we still in captivity, man. We in captivity up here. We walking around not knowing who we are. I bet you if you ask the so-called white man his nationality, right? He can tell you his land that he came from, right? He can tell you his heritage. The Japanese man can tell you all his ancient customs. Right? They damn emperors, right? They customs, they do the little dragon festivals and stuff. They can tell you all that. What we got? Jeremiah chapter 17.
Things that we made up, really.
Huh?
Things that we made up, really.
Hold that. Damn barbecue. Yeah, hold that. I'll bring this up.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out!
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Right, so the Lord said we would discontinue from our heritage.
That's
you just
right.
said it yourself, brother. We made up our own. Why did we have to make up our own? Because we discontinue from our real heritage.
That's right.
Right? It was stolen from us, really. Right, we don't?
That I gave thee,
That the Lord gave us. Right?
and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Right? Right? I will cause you to serve the enemy. Why? Because we don't want to listen to the Most High.
In the land which thou knowest not.
We don't know this land. This is foreign to us, man.
That's right.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right? Bring that out. Keep reading on 49. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49.
Bring it out!
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. It said the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. Right, read on. From the end of the earth. From the end of the earth. As swift as the eagle flying. As what? As swift as the eagle flying. Brother, what you see up here right now?
Man.
Eagle. Don't the white man exalt himself as the eagle, man? That's right. Right? Don't the so-called white man in the Oval Office in the White House?
Man.
It's a big-ass eagle in the floor, man.
Man, definitely.
On the back of the dollar bills, 2 eagles on it.
Darn.
Right? God. You got it on the God. Right there. Right? They exalt themselves. We not made. This is in the Bible. Right? This is in the Bible, man. Right? You know?
So wait. I got a question.
God, bring it up.
Did these Bibles come from the temple, or what's because? How I'm trying to say it?
Well, no, who wrote it? Who wrote the Bible?
Basically, like no, not who wrote it. How did they go back and get it?
What you mean? How they go back and get it?
Because they were lost, basically, wasn't it?
They wasn't
Talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls.
These same books they used to mentally destroy us.
Darn.
Why? Because it was in English, right? And we didn't know, right? That's why when you came over here, they tried to say we didn't know how to read. No, we could read, but we didn't understand their language. So they tried to say, oh, they didn't know how to read, they was this, they was that, right? No, we just couldn't understand them, right? So what they did was they took this Bible, and you should look this up. It's called a slave Bible. My page will be a lot. This much of the Bible is what they let us read. Right? That much of the Bible is what they let us read.
That's right.
Right? So the Bible was never lost. The Bible was never lost. We always had the Bible. But it was used against us in different ways.
Reverse psychology.
Right? Exactly. Reverse psychology. Right? All because what? We didn't know how to read. Right? And really that's divine intervention. Just like we brought out how the Lord was going to do that to us. Right? Now bring this out real quick. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 20. Don't come through here. Don't come through here. Sorry.
My bad. Apologies.
It's the book of 2 Peter, verse 1 and more verse 19. We also have a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well, that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but the holy man of God. That's right, but what? But the holy man of God. Nobody just woke up one day and just started writing the Bible. That's not how it works, right? The Lord spoke through the men, spoke through the prophets, right? Spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. They was moved by the Holy Spirit, right? Bring this out real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 10.
Bring it out!
For precept must be upon precept. Right? Precept got to be upon precept. The Bible explains itself.
That's right.
Right? You can't read one thing and then like you just read that and then talk for 30 minutes. It's like that. That's why since you've been up here, all we've been doing is bringing out multiple precepts. Precept after precept. Just like the Bible say that you're supposed to do. That's right. Right? You can't read one precept and then just try to make up some shit. No. Everything that we saying is backing up each other with what? Another precept. That's right. Right? Read it. Precept upon precept. Line upon line. Line upon line. Line upon line. Here a little. Here a little. And there a little. And there a little. Right? That's how it's supposed to be brought out. That's how it's supposed to be read. You know? This is the point. For with stammering lips. For with stammering lips. And another tongue. And another tongue. Will he speak to this people. Which is English.
That's right.
Because we don't speak. That's not our native tongue. Right? We spoke Hebrew. Right? But it was prophesied, right, that we would have to start learning English, man. Right? Why? Because that's how he was going to speak to his people, just like it was prophesied. Right? We wasn't always going to be speaking Hebrew, reading Hebrew Bibles. Now, what? Can you read Hebrew, brother? Can any of y'all, brother? No, we can't. No. We learning, but no. You feel me? Why? Because it would have been unprofitable, just like it was when we was in slavery.
That's right.
And they were shoving it down our throats or lying to us. Right? Go back to that.
In the book of Deuteronomy,
Did that answer your question though?
Yeah.
Okay.
chapter 28 and verse 49.
Bring it out!
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the one end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance.
Fierce countenance, man. When they came over here with the Native Americans, didn't they come with peace and then utterly slaughter them? Right. And lie to them, say, oh, teach us how to live off the land. And then what they do? They killed them and took their land.
They made a
and they
holiday.
literally keep, still to this day, getting pushed western and western. Right? This is their land now. What is it? America, home of the brave. How the hell does that happen? Right? I think that might be good.
I was on a fake.
Finish that.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And they didn't show our elders no favor, and they didn't show our, hey, they fed our babies to alligators.
That's right.
They hit the nigger baby.
That's right.
They did, and that wasn't that long ago, man. That was not long. People always try to say, oh, that was not a long time ago, man. That was not long ago, right? Did you bring out 54?
Nah, that's what I was
talking bring it out.
Nigga book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What that sound like?
I shall be evil towards his brother. Bump your heads with each other. Fire. Black brother.
That's right.
Right.
So-called black on black crime, right? Hey, our eyes evil towards our brother, man. We hate each other. Right? That was a curse that the Lord said he was going to put on us. Right? Do you remember who Moses is speaking to? We got it. We got you, brother. We got you, brother. That's what we out here for. We out here to teach. Our people.
Right.
We showing you love right now.
That's right.
Right? This is the greatest love you can receive, man. Somebody bringing you back to your heritage, to who you really are, so that you can know that you're a king on this earth, man.
That's right.
You're not a nigga, right? You're not a black man. You're not an African American. You're a king on this earth.
That's right.
Right? You're the son of the Most High God.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out!
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right? So he's speaking to the Israel. He's speaking to Israel. Right? Go back to that.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Toward his brother. Like we said, black on black crime, you know?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Right? Do we treat our women right? Nah, we not known for that. Right? We call them all type of bees, hoes, we go them and slut them out. Right? Pimp them. Right? We don't.
And toward the remnant of his children.
And toward the remnant of his children, which what?
Which he shall leave.
Well, people don't believe in their kids, brother. You already just said you ain't even grow up without your father. Right. Brothers up here, they grew up with, grew up with a father, man. Right? That's sin upon our people, man. That's a curse. Right? But the Most High not talking to black people. He's not talking to African Americans. Right? Who is he talking to? That's right. He's talking to the Israelites.
Nine.
Right? You know? Or go to verse 68. God, you can bring 64 out. Come.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Right, that's why anywhere you go in the world, who you gonna see? Us. You go to China, guess what? You gonna see us over there, right? Damn sure gonna see us in Africa, right? You definitely gonna see us, you know?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
You shall serve other gods, man. Right? What's those other gods? Allah, Brahma, Shiva, Krishna. This man. Christianity. Right. Christianity. A white Jesus, man. And Truth be told, his name wasn't even Jesus, man. He was a Hebrew. The letter J was just invented in the 1500s. So how could his name be Jesus? Right? He was a Hebrew man. His name was Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
That's right. That's the Lord's true name. Right? And the Most High's name is Yahweh. Right? The Most High name is not God. That's a title. We got. That's right. Tell me that in the Bible. Right? We got it in Psalm 82, verse 6. Right? We got. You can't just go and pray to God. It's a lot of gods. We just named like 6 of them. God is a title. The Most High has a name. Right?
Y'all see how this brother just left his camera?
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. What's that wood that we serve, man, that we worship? When did the Bible ever say anything about worshiping the cross? Never. Never. Why would you, let me put it to you like this. And we always say this. Look, if you got shot, right, with a 9, would you want your mother to carve on your headstone the outline of a 9 to remember you by, and then she's wearing a 9 necklace to remember you by? Right? How foolish does that sound? That sounds foolish, don't it? Right? So why are we doing that with our Lord and Savior? Why are we remembering him? We're remembering him for that. Right? That's madness. Well, it said even wood and stone, like they do over there in the Middle East, man, with the damn cobblestone. Right? These Arabs, they pushing our face a lot, and they had us in slavery, man. Right? They had us in slavery in the Civil War slave trade. Right? That's where we even got all that. That's why a lot of our people in the just like how so-called white man had us in slavery, so now we in Christianity. And Christianity, the word Christianity is not even in the Bible.
That's right.
Right? It's not in it. I promise you it's not. Right? It's the same way is how the cobblestone was pushed on us in Islam. Right? And all these other different religions, man-made religions. Right?
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Hey, we don't have no rest, man. All we do is damn work, man.
That's right.
All we do is damn work. Work every day we gotta get up and go to work, man. For the so-called white man. Right? He said that you shall have no ease, man. We gotta get from the top.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Neither shall the sole of our foot have rest, man. You know?
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart, man.
And failing of eyes.
And failing the eyes. We fear for our life, man. Our life hangs in doubt.
And sorrow of mind.
And sorrow of mind. You want to know what that's going into? Depression, anxiety, right? We resort to things like what? Cigarettes, weed, excessive drinking, right? Other pills, right? We resort to those things to try to deal with the stuff that we got in our mind, right? All because of what's going on in our captivity, right?
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68.
Bring it out!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, do you know what the word Egypt means?
Egypt.
It's synonymous with the word bondage.
That's right.
Slavery, right? The Israelites, before they came into the wilderness, they was in slavery in Egypt. We the ones that built the pyramids. Did you know that? Right? Give me Exodus chapter 1. Bring this out real quick.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out!
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right? Straight
Right.
like that. So it said out of the house of bondage. The Most High put Egypt and bondage together. That's synonym. Right? So So the word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage. Now I'm going to bring this out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Right? So new king rose up in Egypt, right? Because we wasn't always slaves in Egypt, right? But there came a point in time where we did become slaves, right? We don't.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel.
The people of the children of who?
Israel.
Right? The people of the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are what?
Are more and mightier than we.
That we more and mightier than all these other nations, right? Anything we do, we better than them. That's
right.
A fact. You can see it in everyday life, right? Style, swag, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we look, the way we right?
Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply.
He said, let us deal wisely with them. Meaning, all right, we gotta make sure we know what we're doing when they come to them, right? Let's be smart, right? Because they more and mightier than we are. So we gotta trick them up in the system. The same thing that's happening today. We more and mightier than the so-called white man and these other nations.
That's right.
But they dealing with a subtotal, right? You know?
And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies,
right,
and fight against us, and so get them up out of this land.
Right? So he said, look, we gotta do something about them. Because if eventually they start to turn their odds against us, right, and they start to hate us and figure out what's really going on, and they gonna rise up against us and they gonna kill us, man. Why? Because we was more and mightier than they were, right? But it's always about this right here, right? You know?
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them.
That ain't nothing but a slave master. That's right.
Right.
Right, you know?
With their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities. What's those treasure cities that's still here today?
Pyramids.
Sphinx, all that stuff, man. We built those. People don't be knowing what's going on. They be thinking damn aliens built them, right? All type. It was using witchcraft. All type. They come up with all type of stuff. Hey, the answer is right here. Of who built the pyramids, man. That's right. We did, man. Right? They use us for we built up America. We built the White House, literally. They graved their images. Right? You know?
Python and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
The more they afflicted us, the more we grew, man. Because of the Most High God, man. Right? You know? That's the same thing that's going on now. They doing everything in their power to afflict us, right? Abortions, right? It's a damn clinic on every corner, liquor stores on every corner. They want to drink us to death, smoke us to death. They flood the neighborhoods with drugs, man. They doing everything in their power, man, to get us up out of here, man. That's right. But what we keep doing, every year the census come out, guess what? It's more who than everybody else. Israelites.
That's right.
But why so?
You said what?
Why so?
One more time.
Why so?
Why so what?
Why is it the feud between white people and black people? Why are they trying to get us out of here? That's what I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell you what. Well, like we brought out, because first of all, on a larger scale, right? On a larger scale level, we wrote the commandments. Give me Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 12. About this out last night. Give me Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 12. I'm gonna show you why. Right? You give me drop that. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5. That's a good question.
I'm just taking.
No, that's good. No, I want you to ask questions, right? That's a good question. Bring this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt also consider in thine heart.
So we should also consider in our hearts, right? You know?
That as a man chastiseth his son.
As a man chastening his son, right? As you would chasten your son if he did something that you told him not to do, right? Discipline, right? Yeah, your punishment, right? You got to. Otherwise, really you don't love your kid if you don't, right? Because that means you don't care about what they do. right? But a man that loves his children, he gonna chastise them, right? If they doing wrong, right? You know?
So the Lord thy God.
So who?
The Lord thy God.
So the Lord thy God
chasteneth thee.
chasteneth thee, right? So the Lord thy God is chastening us. Why? Because he our Father. Now bring this up.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 12. Bring it out. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord, my God, mine holy one?
Oh Lord, my God, my holy one, we don't.
We shall not die.
Like, we not gonna die, man.
That's
It's
right.
Spirit, right? We get put to sleep. We don't die.
That's right.
Right? Death is just sleep for us, man. To be risen back up in the day when he come back.
That's right.
We don't look at death as a sorrowful thing.
That's right.
Right? He said we shall not die, man. Right, you know?
O Lord, thou hast ordained them for judgment.
It said thou hast ordained them for judgment. Right? But read on.
And oh my mighty God,
And oh my mighty God,
thou hast established them for correction.
thou hast established them for correction. So that's why these other nations are over us right now. Why? Because basically we get no ass whooping.
That's
from
right.
Our Father. Right? Why? Because in the beginning, like we brought out in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15, hey, we had a choice. Look, we could keep the commandments, right? And if we didn't, all these curses was going to come upon us, like he said. Right? So that's why they're against us. Right? And now let's go a little bit deeper. Give me Genesis.
I get it.
Chapter 25. Start at 23. Right, now we're going to get a little bit deeper into your question.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Bring it out! This is literally the birth of the so-called white man. Because he's not really white. Right? He's like brick. Unmelanated. Right?
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
It said the children struggled together within her. So she's having twins right now. Right? You know?
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
So she's like, if this is supposed to be a gift from God, me having twins right now, right? Why am I going through these pains? Why am I going through this affliction?
That's right.
Right? You know, what the angel come down to say?
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
What happened?
2 nations are in thy womb.
He said 2 nations. That's not just 2 regular people, right? On the physical level, yes, it was 2 people, but these are 2 different nations. So-called black race, really the Israelites, as you see right there on the sign, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And then you got the so-called white race. 2 nations are in thy womb. You know?
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be.
2 manner of people. So these people are going to be different. That's right. Aren't us and the so-called white man different in every way, shape, form, and fashion? Right? That's prophecy, you know?
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated.
They shall what?
Shall be separated.
Shall be separated.
That's right.
You know?
From thy bowels.
From thy bowels.
And the one people.
And the one people
shall be stronger than the other people.
And we know who that's talking about. Right? Us. You know?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Hey, the elders shall serve the younger. They serving us right now. We gotta go to them like we brought out earlier for everything that we
That's
want.
right.
Right? And they came out first as twins. Right? You know?
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
The twins in the womb. Right? You know?
And the first came out red all over like it. And the first came out red all over like in hairy garment.
Let's say the first came out red all over. Right? What people are red, man? Like I said earlier, they not really white, man. They red and pink. Hold on, real quick. Don't they even call themselves rednecks down south?
That's right.
Right?
And they called his name Esau.
Esau means wasted away.
That's right.
Right? Wasted away. Because what was wasted away? People. Right? It was wasted away. That's what Esau means, you know?
And after that came his brother out,
Right?
and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
He took hold on Esau's heel, right? So-called white men, so-called. That's why we say so-called, because they're not really white.
That's right.
That's not their nationality. They Edomites, according to the Bible, what God says. Right? That's their real nationality. Esau, Edomites. Right?
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
His hand took hold on Esau's heel.
And his name was called Jacob.
Now notice how they didn't describe Jacob, but they described what Esau looked like. Why is that? Because Jacob came out regular. He came out being melanated. But they described Esau because it was abnormal for a baby to come out red like that. That's right. So they described it like, what is this? His name Esau, man. He's wasted away. Right? You know?
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Esau was a cunning hunter. Right? Who goes out in these fields and hunt every damn animal known to man? Don't they be in the little Bass Pro Shops with the camouflage on, for a gun, the shotgun or the rifle? That's why all the damn animals extinct, man, because of them. Right? Or they either endangered or they extinct, like the brother said. Right?
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
He's a man of the field. He like going to the field and hunting. That's what he do still to this day. Right? You know what it say about us though?
And Jacob was a plain man.
Hey, doing what?
Dwelling in tents.
Man, we like to chill out, man.
Right.
Be on some cool stuff, man.
That's right.
You feel me? You be chilling out. Feel me? Go cooler. Feel me? That's us. That's what we do. Now we gotta get, you feel me? We gotta get our hands on it. You know we can do that. But we don't do that. Feel me? We like chilling, man. Right? That's Bible prophecy. Right? That's it. Alright, so the point is, brother, they over us for correction, right? And there's a lot of other reasons why they hate us too. That's in the scriptures, right? But the overall thing is they hate us because, hey, it's in their spirit to hate, right? Give me I wanna finish that.
So that's why they run all the rape, all the man.
Yeah. And I wanna, we gonna finish this verse, then we gonna get back on that topic.
In the book of
This is a prophecy that's undeniable. Undeniable that we get ready to read. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What people went into slavery on ships? How did we get to America? On the ship. That was prophesied 3,000 years before it actually happened. It's undeniable. The so-called white man can't identify with that curse. He can't identify with none of these curses.
Right.
Right, but that's you can't get around that. We went into slavery on ships, man.
That's right.
That happened to us, right? So according to the Bible, hey, we God's chosen people, and it's gonna tell you that, right?
That's right.
That's right. We don't offend that.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We never seen our homeland again as a nation of people.
That's right.
Right, you know?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Who was we sold to, brother? That's right.
Slave and trade.
That's right. What did God call you? That's the real thing. What did God just call the people that sold us to slavery?
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said they should be sold unto their enemies. Hey, I didn't say that. I didn't call them my enemies. The Most High God said that was our enemy.
That's right.
Right? You got a lot of people that, we're supposed to join hand in hand. Love all people. The Lord don't even love everybody. Give me Romans
Right.
chapter 9 and 13.
That's right.
Right? The Lord loved one people. And we're going to prove that with the Bible. Hey, bro. We straight. We're going to prove that with the Bible. Right?
There ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen,
Right? Slave men and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
That word buy in the Hebrew means redeem. Nobody redeemed us out of our captivity. Are we
Right.
still here as shit? We still here, still waking up in the morning, going to work. Right? Brothers be working 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts. Even if you work an 8-hour shift. Minimum wage, food stamps, Section 8. Right? In the slums, in the ghettos. Feel me? In the prison houses. Hey man, we still here, bro. Right? And no man is going to redeem us out of our captivity except the one true Savior, Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Right? How about some of y'all? Right?
Darn.
You going at 9? I'm studying 9 and 13. Romans.
Yeah. Romans 9 and 13.
Put it out.
This the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Everybody got this conception that God loves everybody. But let's see what the Bible says.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Right. He said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. We just literally went through the history of it. Right? And we come from Jacob. Jacob name, give me Genesis chapter 32 and 24. Genesis chapter 32 and 24. That's right. Right? We just went through the history of it. And that's in the Bible. It said, for Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. Right? Give me Malachi 1 and 3. Right? I want to get this. This is more places than just one part of the Bible. This is all over the Bible. So people get mad at us because we say God don't love them, but all we doing is reading what the Bible says.
That's right.
I'm not up, brother. I'm not up here talking by myself. Wow. Or are we using multiple precepts to prove every single thing that we say?
Multiple pieces of evidence.
So like they get mad at us because we read the Bible.
That's right.
Hey, you can't get mad at us. You got to take it up with the Most High God.
That's right.
Right. Bring that up.
This the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And I hated Esau,
What the Lord say?
and I hated Esau,
There you go again.
and laid his mountains and his heritage waste
Ladies, mountains, you know,
for the dragons of the wilderness.
you know.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished,
Right. So they say, hey, we impoverished, man. Right. You know.
but we will return.
But we will what?
We will return.
Hey, they say we will return. Right. You know.
And build the desolate places.
And build the desolate places. You know.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, man. You know.
They shall build.
So the Most High God said. So the Most High God said what?
But I will throw down.
Read that again. They shall build.
They shall build.
Right. So the Most High God said they shall build, but what?
But I will throw down.